Halloween, Shelby County. I'm here at the Shelby County Central Office. Sally Sugg, Superintendent, Shelby County Schools. And I want to say Happy Halloween. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend of family and friends, but I also want to ask your help. We at Shelby County Public Schools want to keep our schools open. Currently, we only have 8 students and 8 staff members that actually have the COVID-19 virus, and they are isolated at home getting well. And we wish all of them well and can't wait to see them back among us. However, we have over 150 of our students and staff that are on quarantine. And that's because they have come in contact with someone who has tested positive for the coronavirus. We are going to ask you to redouble your efforts out in the community to help keep the spread from coming into our schools. Our schools are not seeing a spread. We're not seeing an outbreak in one school or an outbreak in even a wing or even among our athletic teams. So we're able to stay in school as long as our community stays healthy. So we need you to redouble your efforts and to just be very cognizant of where you go on the weekends and wearing your mask at all times. And if our students are in that controlled environment during the week where it's sanitized, they're kept apart as much as we possibly can, and they are wearing their masks at all times. If that's happening during the weeks, but then they go out on the weekends with small groups or in family gatherings where we feel comfortable with one another, but let's just face it, we don't know where everybody has been. We're going to see the coronavirus rise in our schools, and we don't want that to happen. So far, we've kept our numbers fairly low. But it's the quarantining numbers that have continued to rise, and that's a direct result of our staff and students being in contact out in the community with someone who had the virus. So please help us. Please go back, rethink the things that we've gotten a little lax on in the last several weeks and maybe a couple of months. Let's kind of go back to that real effort that we were putting forth early in the spring and the summer. If our numbers climb, especially among our staff having to be quarantined, it's possible we could have to go back to NTI simply because we don't have enough substitutes to cover all those classes. And we don't want that to happen. We want to continue with the model we have right now. SCPS at home and SCPS at school. And we're happy to offer that option for those of you that feel more comfortable with your students at home. So once again, please help us out in the community by being vigilant, wearing your mask, doing lots of hand washing and sanitizing, and please stay 6 feet apart so we can continue to do what we do, and that is educate the children in Shelby County.